to GenX Glam here on YouTube. Are we going? Are we rolling? We are rolling, everybody. Hello and welcome. Whether you're new or you're returning, welcome everyone, and congratulations to Ava, the latest GenX Glam giveaway winner. I went into that garage sale video and I announced you're the winner, and you just need to email me at genxglamgiveaway@gmail.com and we'll organize a mail out. This video is also going to be a giveaway video, so stay tuned. After I get some skincare down, I'm going to show you the what the giveaway is this week. So this is a full face in a take of Charlotte Tilbury. I mean, I say full face in a take. I mean, all my stuff is in a take, right? Because it's quite uncut and raw here at the GenX Glam station. But I am going to try to do a full face of Charlotte Tilbury, showcasing a lot of products because she's the star of the show today. She's the star of the GenX Glam giveaway for the week. So I'm just gonna, that was just her lip oil. It came in her 2023 advent calendar, magic lip oil elixir. I am gonna name all the products. When I say try, maybe I'll miss one. If I do, I'm sorry about that. I'll try to list all of the products that we use here today in the video description, which is going to be extremely long because I'm also going to have to list the GenX Glam giveaway rules. For those of you that are new to the channel, you need to subscribe, you need to make a comment in this video, and this is going to be a USA or Canada subby out there because I really want to be able to track this package. Although, let's just say the next GenX Glam giveaway, which should be P. Louise, we'll make that an international one because I don't think it'll be really all that heavy of a package. And guys, you know what? Our GenX Glam giveaway, like kilometers count, is crowding in. It's crowding on 100,000 kilometers. That's crazy. That's a lot of glam out there. And I always say, like, I usually include a card, and I always say, you know, if you don't want any of the glam that comes your way, share it with your mother, your brother, your sister, your aunt, your cousin, your uncle, whoever. Just share the glam. Don't let it sit at your glam station and just be unused. If you can think of somebody else that might like it, go ahead and give it to them. I just went in with the Charlotte Tilbury Glow Toner. Now, I did a one-on-one consult with a Charlotte Tilbury MUA makeup artist because it was a part of my loyalty program. And before I talk about that, I just want to say, if you are into Charlotte Tilbury, if you want to grow your collection, do it from her app or do it from her website, because then you can grow these loyalty points. Plus, she runs a lot of free gifts with purchase. Don't buy Charlotte Tilbury at Sephora unless it's a one-off. Seriously, trust me on this. Trust me on this. So when I did my one-on-one consult with a Charlotte Tilbury rep, she told me that this glow toner has essence in it. And essence is one of those ingredients that just kind of like drinks in everything you put on top of it. So she told me to go in first, you know, like exfoliating with a cotton ball, and then to, you know, if I wanted, optional, to go ahead and splash some more on my face. So that's what I did. I'm going to use my sample size of her face oil. I don't usually use a lot of face oil, but I just wanted to hit a few places on my face, especially up here where I have, like, for me, and it's from playing tennis and wearing visors for so many years, this area of my skin, my forehead up there, it's quite thin, that skin. So I'm always trying to give it a little extra moisturizer. This smells nice. This smells like what you expect to smell when you go in to get a massage. Now we are rapid firing through this skincare. This is Charlotte's, again, here's the word, crystal elixir, like it's used here in her lip oil, but it's her serum. And this stuff is fantastic. As you can see, I'm almost out of mine. I do have a spare one sitting at the glam station in one of the nooks and crannies. I usually apply this as you saw me do it. I do it with my hands. I make sure before I sit down at my glam station that I have really clean hands, right? Because we have all these oils on our hands, it's inevitable. Stuff's going to transfer from our hands. I always like to get my ears. It's inevitable, stuff's going to transfer, but I just do so much of my application with my hands. Lots of patting, right? So I've seen folks on the internet just like gush this all over their face directly from the dropper, but that's not exactly how I do it. So let's just let that serum, I'm just gonna massage it in. Now, a lot of times I already come on here, I already come live at you, and I've already done my skincare and color correcting and some of my base, and then I'm just talking to you and I'm maybe showing you a new product or whatever. So we are really trying to get through this. And we are not just getting all dressed up with nowhere to go. It's a Sunday. This is, and I have not bought this in the full size because I went through 2 of these of her serum, eye serum. So I just have a mini of this, of her, I think she calls it it's a magic eye cream to turn back the clock. Like I say, I love it. When brands put stuff like that on there, like youth defying, turn back the clock. I mean, come on. Are we like, we're not suckers. I mean, sure, it's nice to read and it's like really nice to imagine that this stuff would really turn back the clock. But we know that that's not the case, although it's a nice thought. And do we really want to turn back the clock? Let me leave you with that deep one. I don't know if I do. I don't know if I want to relive some of the stuff I've had to go through to get to this point in life. So let's let that sit under there. I mean, I have pulled out so much Charlotte Tilbury, so much. I'm going to do underpainting. I'm going to use 3 different kinds of blushes, a couple of different kinds of contour products, liquid creamy powder. I mean, we're going to town. And like I said, I'm not all dressed up with nowhere to go. I do have a work dinner tonight that I have to go to in a few hours. And I don't know if you've noticed, those of you who are new to the channel, you have probably like, everything's new to you. So what am I talking about? What have you noticed? But those of you that have watched me before, like, are my eyebrows looking a little bit dark? I started step 1 of the Get Ready for Summer Vacay Glam. And I went and got my eyebrows laminated, threaded, and tinted. So they said that this was like the lightest brown that they could do. So I chose like a very dark blue shirt, and I'm wearing dark blue slacks as well. So I thought, like, that makes sense, right? Is it logical that I should wear dark with these dark brows? Because for sure, my friend that I go to Sephora with all the time, and probably others, are going to notice that my eyebrows are darker. For sure, my friend, that, you know, we've spent many lunches hauling the beaten path. That's what I told her. I'm like, we have a beaten path from our office to the mall entrance, through the mall to Sephora. We just have so much fun. I tell you, you have to have fun at work, right? I feel blessed that I've always had some pretty fun coworkers in all the different kinds of jobs that I've done. And, you know, you just got to make the best of it, because you're all there fighting for the common goal and results and hopefully success. Hopefully you don't work in some super competitive, wherever it's like doggy dog, the moms eat their young. Hopefully not. All right, let's let that magic cream soak in. We are almost there. Let's let that soak in, and now we're going to take a look at the giveaway. But I have one more step in skincare, even though it is a rainy day. It's been a rainy weekend. It really has, and it's this weird rain. This is lip cheek. I'm going to go in with it because I think I only put on that lip oil, very like light coating. Actually, it still feels a little moist, so I'm not going to go on my lips proper yet with it. Let's just do an outline, because I want to come back to it, and I hope I don't forget, because I do want to get this on my lips so that later when stuff starts transferring off my lips as I'm sipping hopefully some wine or bubbly and eating, there's still a little bit of shade, and I can just go in with my lip gloss if I even want, and touch it up. All right, so before I do my last step of skincare, which is very exciting because it's a new product from Charlotte and I love it, I took back my Wonder Goop because, and forgive me, I cannot remember the subby that made the comment that they felt that the Wonder Goop dried out their skin. Well, I used it a few more times, and then I was still within my take it back window to Sephora, and I took it back. Like, I agree. It wasn't one of my faves. I kept the Goop stick. It's the Goop brand, but it's like a stick because that's going to be perfect for my tennis bag, just like shoulders, neck or whatever. But I have plenty of creamy sunscreens. This is Charlotte's new, it's SPF 50, and it's a sunscreen primer. So I took out my Wonder Glow, but Wonder Glow, I love this product, by the way. I love this Wonder Glow primer. Putting that back in the Glam Station because I don't need 2 primers. All right, well, I'm keeping you in suspense a little bit more because what I really want to give at least a minute and a half. Here it is, I'm swatching it. This is, again, Charlotte's new, it's new to me. Like, I haven't seen it before on the website. I've used it a few times since I've gotten it, and it feels to me a lot like my dermatology one, just like that skincare-y. Just blends so nicely into that moisturizer. And you don't have to be like, does primer come before sunscreen, or should I put my sunscreen on after my primer? Because it's a sunscreen primer all in one. I'm always asking Alexa, I'm like, and then I ask Alexa that question, should I put my sunscreen on before or after my primer? Because they say sunscreen is the last step in your skincare, but it's supposed to be, right? But Alexa gives me conflicting answers, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Charlotte's made it very easy for me. She has made it very easy for me. She made a sunscreen primer. So I'm pretty excited about that. And like I say, it feels like skincare. Now, when I got back from getting my eyebrows laminated, I took a quick shower, but I can't get these wet for 24 hours, and better if I can avoid getting them wet for 48. I think because of the tint and because of the lamination solution that they use, right? So in theory, with the laminated brows, all I need to do now over the next like 4 or 5 weeks or whatever it lasts is just comb it through with a spoolie. So this is the shape that she gave me. I did get them threaded because I needed a lot of cleanup under here and above there. And Barb W, she was so sage, she's like wise like an owl, when she said like our brows are not twins, they're more like sisters or brothers. Because, man, I like this one. I like this one so much better than I like this one. So she's right. They're definitely not twins. I had never thought about it like that. All right, let's let the SPF primer just settle on my skin a little bit before we start going crazy with a bunch of underpainting and other stuff. All right, let's look at the giveaway. Okay, of course, it's Charlotte Tilbury themed. This is a Charlotte Tilbury bundle Pillow Talk Lip and Cheek Secret. So what you're going to get in here, hello, do you love it when I hide behind a product? Hey, you can just see my brows. You can just see my new brows. All right, so we've got the Hollywood Beauty Highlighter Wand. We've got a Pillow Talk Beauty Light Wand. We have a Pillow Talk Matte Revolution. That is the lipstick. I think it's in the Deluxe. So all of these are Deluxe, except for the last thing here. I believe this is a full-size Pillow Talk Lip Luster. I believe that lip gloss is going to be full size. And it doesn't stop there because I put a bag of goodies together. My GenX Glab sample bag. I'm holding it like this, not because there's anything wrong with it. It's not at you. It's just that my hands have the grease on it. There's a lot of stuff in here. I threw in a Charlotte Tilbury airbrush setting spray. This stuff's great. It's in travel size. And I threw in a 7.5 milliliter magic cream, and this is like a body sculpting cream. There's some Clarins samples in there. There's some Nooks. There's all kinds of stuff, and I'll keep adding stuff to it as I'm gonna put some e.l.f. in there too. I'll probably throw in a few brushes. So it's gonna be a nice little care package. Please read the rules very carefully. Again, you have to subscribe to the channel. You have to make a comment in this video, and you need a USA or Canada mailing address, and any comment will do. I'm not putting any restrictions on it. All right, now we're gonna go in and we're gonna do a tiny bit here of color correcting, and we're gonna do some underpainting. Let's start with the magic varnish. Boy, it's really quite remarkable how so many of Charlotte's products have the word magic in them, isn't it? Or elixir. I love it. So when this is a do without for me. This is a holy grail. Like if you said, okay, pick one thing that you own in your Charlotte Tilbury collection and everything else you can't have, it would be this. It would be this magic varnish. I have it in the shade Light, and it's a color corrector, brightener. I kind of spot it all over my face, and I use it in conjunction with other brighteners and other sort of concealers and stuff like that. I just love this stuff. I've said it before. I use it at the beginning of my routines. I use it kind of like throughout. If I see a spot on my face, and I'm like, oh, what should I do with that? Perhaps I'll just put a little dot of some magic varnish on it and let it do its wonderful magic. So we're just gonna go, I'm not gonna do a ton of color correcting because I'm gonna be using so much more product on my face than I normally use to enable to show you guys, like, you know, to give you a good idea of, I don't know, what the products in my collection anyway, what they are, how I use them. I'm not a guru. I'm so not a guru, and you know that. I always have to remind myself and you guys, this is like no professional training, not yet, although I would love to get some. All right, let's go in with some underpaint. We're gonna use her Flawless Filter. It's not a foundation per se. It's like a glow product. You know, we've seen e.l.f. have it in Halo Glow, in the e.l.f.'s Halo Glow. There's a lot of brands out there that are getting some sort of like glowish base here, that, you know, like L'Oreal Glotion, you know, these sorts of things that just cannot, it's all coming really before any foundation. And I am going to use a tiny bit of foundation tonight. I'm going to use the Beautiful Skin. I have it in shade 2 neutral, and I have it in shade 3 neutral. The 3 neutral was a free gift from Charlotte's loyalty program. So if you're going to spend the money on Charlotte Tilbury, why not just do it directly from her website? Let's just get some on the neck and get a kickback. That's what I discovered. And I discovered this over the holiday season. Like I signed up for emails, first of all, so then I'm getting every notification there is. But I mean, during Black Friday and Cyber Monday, the months leading up to the holidays, if you're thinking about plussing up your Charlotte collection, I encourage you just to have a carefree, easy breezy summer. Give your skin a break, protect it with sunscreen, you know, moisturize it, some pops of color, right? And wait until the fall, and if you're interested in Charlotte, and get in on the loyalty program, get some free gifts with purchase, get something back, you know? All right, this is one of her beauty wands. This is not a matte, so we are still underpainting with the idea that I'm gonna come in with some foundation eventually, not a lot, but some. I'm gonna blend this in with my hands, and we've got that instant highlighter glow, but I also have a little bit of color, but I am gonna be using other blushes as well. I take it like all the way over my bridge and up, like just like a U. That's how I take it. And I know I know I shouldn't be going in with, this is supposed to be full face of Charlotte Tilbury in a take, but I just got these e.l.f. blotting sheets. They are often out of stock. And I think that they're great. So we're going to be using them. Okay, we pulled them out. And I need, look at how close I am. I think I might have one spray of this left. Let's give the face a break. When I went with my friend to get her makeup done at Sephora, I cannot tell you how many times the MUA just did that to my friend, just like spray. And it was the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. So got a couple more squirts in there. I'm hoping in this video we cash that out, and we're clicking along. We're clicking along at my initiative to kind of use up as much as I can of product here at my glam station before I go on vacation. So this has also been knocked off by every brand and their brother and sister and cousin and aunt and uncle and grandma and grandpa and greats. The contour one, this is in the shade Light. And again, I'm still in this sort of like underpainting mode. I want to use her creamy bronzer that comes in like this huge compact, which I got during Cyber Monday, Black Friday deals. Don't remember which one it was, but it was a buy one, get one free of this guy. And it was, I think I've mentioned this before, but if you're new to the channel, I got a buy one, get one free of the 50 milliliter magic cream. Granted, it's got Tinkerbell on it, and this might also have Tinkerbell on it too. This was also a 2-for-1er. So because Charlotte collabed with Disney's 100-year anniversary, and so she had, I think, a lot of product that still had Disney on it, and she probably wanted to get it off her shelves, and so that's why she was offering 2 for 1s, but I don't care. I grabbed it. This doesn't have Tinkerbell on it, so that was just a straight up 2 for 1. This is her Eyes Mesmerize. You can go heavy with this stuff, or you can go really light. Since I'm not using like a lid primer, this is kind of going to be my lid primer. And if you read the how do you use this on Charlotte's website, you know, they say if you just want like a soft look, apply it with your hands in like windshield wiper motion. So things are going to be a little messy, but I'm going to continue to blend throughout our time here together. And I know this is going to be a long one, because how can I do proper skincare and show, I don't know how many products we're going to get through here, 20, 25 products. How can I do that in 10 minutes? And how can I do it in one take? So this is going to be a long one, but I know that you guys have hung out with me before through these long videos, or maybe you put on pause and you do like do laundry or dishes or something and you come back. I'm not sure, but I appreciate you. And I know that you guys are watching at least a tiny bit, because you leave such intelligent comments and feedback that I just find so like useful and valuable, because it's a lot of stuff I didn't even, you know, I don't think of everything. Who can think of everything? It takes a village, right? I think we need the blotters again. Like, look at above my lip is getting a little bit like, it's getting a little shiny. I don't usually use this much product on my face, but the thing about Charlotte stuff and why I like it and why I invest in it, I'm going in again with this like lip cheek, and because my lips are a little bit dried down. I wanted to use that lip oil because I wanted to have something moist on my lips, you know, as we work through this video. But I didn't want them to be, you know, I wanted to, I'm like coming at this process in waves. Like we're going to even do, this is, I think, her Color Pop. It's like a maroon, it's a maroon mascara. I'm just going to do one coat now, and I'm going to come back in later and do another coat. I love this kind of brush, the sculpting brush, because we're going to go in. I can't stand not cleaning up. I just can't stand it. And we're using so much product right now that it's just slapping it all on. But that's what we're doing, because that's what this video is all about. Let's go get some more. Are we done underpainting? Do we think we're done underpainting? Can we go in? No, we're not done underpainting. I want to use a little bit more cheek product. So I don't know. This is, she calls like her 5-minute face. I'm not sure you can still get this on the website. I really like it. It came in a couple of different themes, and honestly, I can't remember what this one's called, and it's not on here either. But I got this cool, like really nice brown. It's a very light brown. Sometimes I use it as a lip liner, not lip liner, as an eyeliner, but I buff it out. Like I just really smooth it out so it doesn't look like, you know, your classic lip lining. It's just like a very I don't know, like half eyeliner, half little bit of creamy eyeshadow going on there on my very underneath my crease, which I have the hooded lines. This is lip and cheek. So I don't know if I'm doing much, but that's where I like to use it. I think if I really focused and practiced like everything else, I could probably get a lot better with eyeliner, but I don't know. It's just may not be in the cards. And then you get this cute little creamy highlighter, which I'm going to be going on with some highlighter in a bit. So now we can go in with a little bit of the Beautiful Skin. This is my last, where's the Beauty Blender? This is going to be my last sort of underpaint that I'm going to do. All of that is just underpaint to get to a little bit of the Beautiful Skin foundation. And again, it's in the shade, I want to make big dots. It's in the shade 2 Neutral. All right, that one, this one I got, and I did not buy it full price. I think it's like $50 full price if you get it full price from her website or Sephora or whatever. I got it marked down for something in the $30 range. I found it, and I don't know if it was Winners or TJ Maxx, and they have some higher end products, and they're usually in these like little plastic locked vaulty type boxes, you know, that they have to take the security tag off at the counter in order to sell it to you. But so I did not pay full price for it, but I really like it. I'm looking so glowy, right? There's a lot of glow going on here. Falling off too. But I mean, you can see a little bit of that underpaint, right? Like if I take my time, for sure, my friend who's gonna notice, my friend colleague who's gonna notice my eyebrow lamination, she is gonna be like, wow, you went for a full face tonight, more so than usual, right? It is gonna be a nice dinner party. It's nice to get together with colleagues socially, not at a restaurant where someone's actually taking the time to host us. I mean, come on, like they have to be cooking all day. You know, their house has to be picked up. You know, it's like, woof. So you have to appreciate, I'm bringing a bottle of bubbly. That's my gift. But I'm just really appreciative for this invitation. So why not bring on the Charlotte Tilbury for the evening, huh? Shall we? So there's some beautiful skin foundation. Gonna go in now with some creamy bronzer because I can't help myself. And I'm just gonna kind of go in the same areas where we put that contour wand and just continue to try to build a little bit, you know, of shadow going on. By the way, nothing here is pilling. Gosh, that's what I love about Charlotte. I don't mean to be like, I'm not like a cheerleader or something for Charlotte. You guys know I have tons and tons and tons of other brands, but that sounded so bougie. I have a collection. I'm having a midlife makeup crisis. I've already told you this. Anyway, everything blends so nice and it feels so lightweight. I don't feel all day when I'm wearing, because some days I'll go this deep into the Charlotte collection and layer and blend. I just don't feel like that urge to come home and wash my face. That's how I feel a lot of times if I put on too much product or too heavy of a product. All right, so this is her, this is our third sort of cheek product that we're going in with, Color of Dreams. It's very dewy. You see, it's this dewy, but it's not necessarily highlighty. What's going on with my cheeks with the highlight is still peeking through one of these little, highlighter pens. But I have wands. I have that wand in like a matte pink. BTW, I am not going to repurchase the wands. I'm not that big of a fan of them. There are other ways that I like to get my creamy blushes and color products on my face other than the wand. Like I wasn't a fan, and it's nothing against Charlotte. I didn't like the e.l.f. wands. I didn't like the Milani wands. I didn't like the Tarte wands. And I'm not such a big fan of the Charlotte Tilbury wands. All right, speaking of gifts with purchase, where is my gift? All right, we'll find it in a second. We're going to go in with the Exaggerize Quad palette. This is also the palette that the makeup artist used when my friend got her makeup done at Sephora. And I like this because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and it kind of tells you on the back, like it gives you some instructions. I love instructions. Remember I said, if you could read, you can cook. I feel like it's that way with makeup too. Step 1, primer. Step 2, enlarge. Step 3, define. Step 4, pop, skin, oh shoot, different language. Sorry, I'm reading in multiple languages, but it's in the bottom, it just tells you, like we talked about this in the last video, I was reading that Maybelline article where they reminded us, like you start off, with your transition shade, your lightest shade on your, on your whole lid. And then you can go in with like a little bit darker one, and you can, I don't think I picked out a good brush for this. And then you can kind of like smoke it out and or get crazy. I can't get crazy because I just don't have the skills to get crazy, but I wanted to pull out, and where did it go? So I had a free brush that I got from Charlotte from doing one of the beauty quizzes. I've talked about it before. I had it out here. Here's the darker one, and I don't know what I did with it. I'm not going crazy with that. See, that's all you're gonna get there. I went in and mixed the top two, and that's all we're gonna do. Man, how am I not gonna give myself? How am I gonna wash around these brows? I have to do it because obviously I spent the money to have it done. I want it to last as long as possible into vacation. However, I'm obsessed with washing my face. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. we'll see how that goes. All right, what's left to do? Let's get some pressing powder going on here. I don't have a lot left in my, I don't have a lot left here in the airbrush finish. So we're gonna just use this little guy and go, here it is. Yeah, look, it was right in front of me. I pulled out some brushes I wanted to use so I wouldn't like be like all over the place, as you just saw me. This was a free brush from Charlotte for doing a beauty quiz on her website. Sephora's not going to give you that. All right, something else I learned from the MUA during our little session. She told me to use a brush similar to this size. I was using like huge brushes to set underneath my eyes and stuff. So there we go. It's just a little bit. After I set this, I'm actually going to do a little bit of a spraying. I'm going to go down my T-zone. I'm going to do some spraying, and then I'm going to come in with some powder bronzer. Here's what I was looking for. This was a gift with purchase. I didn't buy it. I've swatched the powder blushes at Sephora before from Charlotte, and they're not a win for me, okay? So it's not, I'm not a full cheerleader for Charlotte. A lot of stuff I like, but I just feel like there's not a lot of pigment. It's called Cheek to Chic, and it's in the shade Pillow Talk. We're gonna get ourselves a nice, fluffy sort of cheek blush. We're gonna go in over all of that cream that I laid down a little bit. You know how I like to go for that monochromatic look, so I always drag the pops of color down my T-zone as well. Now we're gonna go in for the massive, massive bronzer here, taking our angled brush, and then we'll do the final spray. I'm just gonna go underneath here. I'm gonna go underneath here. I'm gonna go underneath here. This video is so long. It's gonna be one of my longest videos ever. But remember, there's a video. We're in a video right now. There's a giveaway. There's a GenX Glam giveaway going on. Subscribe to the channel, make a comment in this video, and get yourself in the running. It's a lovely, lovely little bundle of Charlotte stuff. So, some stuff I have used here. And I'm going to keep stuff in this bag of samples so that, you know, you guys can have a little extra something. Here, let's go in with this gloss. Look, I picked out like just a very natural looking gloss to go over, because maybe, you know, I'll bring this with me, but I also have like lip oils and stuff like that going on in my purse. So who knows what I'll touch up with. I guess whatever I'm feeling. Can you believe we actually got another squirt out of that? I can't believe it. Wherever you are, I think I inhaled some. Whatever you're doing, I hope you are well. Please do leave a comment, subscribe, get yourself in the running for this giveaway. And if you don't want to, you don't have to. Hang out next week and check out the P. Louise giveaway. I'll see you in the next video.